Hey everybody, Bones here, Bones Garage, just bringing you an update what's going on at the garage. So, 1969 Chevy Chevelle 396 4-speed. We have her in for a whole bunch of maintenance. She came in from another shop. The owner has been having nothing but headaches, so we are doing a bunch of work on her. We took the valve covers off because we had a leak from the valve covers, as well as the rockers are making a lot of noise. And if we come down in here, we can show you some of the problems with the rockers and the way that they're moving around. And if you look closely right here, you'll see how far the tip is off of the tip of the rocker is off of the tip of the valve stem. It's supposed to be perfectly centered. This is your rocker. This is your valve tip on the end of the stem. This is the retainer for the spring, and this is your keeper way down in here, the locks that hold the valve retainer to it, and that's your roller for your rocker. And when this is going, what's happening is these are supposed to be centered onto the valve tip. And if you look at this one over here, you can see how much movement is in that rocker. And the reason for that is the guides for the push rods, these guides here for these push rods, which hold the rockers in place, are way too big. You see, this is the push rod. It goes through the head to the flat tappet or the lifter, and then sits on the cam, which is way down inside the block over there. That right there is your lifter or flat tappet. It actually rocks the rocker, which is what that's supposed to do. And if you look on this rocker, you can see where the rocker is actually hitting the retainer for the spring. And that's also causing all kinds of issues with this to make more noise. That side is the exact same way as this side is. So we have some looking around to do. We have some stuff we're gonna have to take apart and fix. It's not good to have all these problems in your valve train. It makes for a very unsteady valve train, and your rockers are hitting everything. We also have clearance issues that are causing problems. So we're going to take a adjustable push rod, put it in there, rotate the motor over, and see, are these push rods too short? That's number one. Once we figure that out, we also have to move the rockers to the correct positions. This one here, you can see where it's wore out. It's hitting the valve cover. There's two rockers in the set that are rounded at the corners, and they are supposed to be in those two positions to stop the rockers from hitting. So we have a lot of work to do with this setup. And if you look closely as well, we have the rockers wearing in really strange places. So there's a lot that we have to do here. We really have to go through the valve train of this motor. We've replaced the fuel pump, we've replaced the water pump, and the fuel pump, it's an electric that was in the back of the car. It's really noisy. It sits really low to where it can get hit. It's right behind the differential, and I mean really close, and there's a lot of hoses near a lot of the exhaust. We've also replaced the water pump because the bearings were loose, and we were also starting to get some seepage out of the weep hole here. And we have also replaced the power steering gearbox because the old gearbox just leaked like a sieve. As soon as you put it in and turn the car on, it would leak. We're doing all the brake lines, new proportioning valve. We're going to be putting a new master cylinder in here. We have a lot of work that we not only already have done, but are in the middle of on this car. So there's a lot going on with this car. There's a lot we have to do to this car. We have some wiring issues, and we also have a little bit of a funny run in the motor. We're not sure exactly what that is, but we're gonna look into it and see. So there you go, guys. There's what's going on with the 69. We'll keep you up to date as we go. Have fun. Talk to you real soon. And okay, bye.